All right, today we're gonna work on part 2 of slope. Section 3.2 slope formula is what we're focusing on today. And our essential question is, how can I find the slope of a line that is not on a graph? So I might be given information without a graph, and I still have to find the slope of that information. So what do I need to do, or what can I do to figure that out? All right, so the main thing here is we need to understand that this is what we call an ordered pair. Now, normally we have numbers in here, but the first number is the x, and the second number is the y in our ordered pair. The formula that we're going to use today is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is our slope formula. So I'm going to be taking a pair of ordered pairs, a set of them, 2 of them, and I'm going to plug the information into our formula, and that's going to help me figure out what our slope is. All right, so let's start with example A, and here's our 2 points, 0, -2, 3, 4. Okay, as I look at this information, this is my first ordered pair, this is my second ordered pair. The first number is the x, the second number is the y. So I need to assign each one of these numbers, 0, -2, 3, and 4, the corresponding letter and the corresponding number that goes along with it. So obviously, this is an x, this is a y, this is an x, this is a y. But our formula has y2 and y1, x2 and x1. This over here is the first x in our ordered pairs, so that becomes x1. This is the first y, so that's y1. This is our second x, so that's x2. This is our second y, that is y2. So now, I'm going to put that information into our fraction. I always know I'm gonna have 2 subtraction signs, and it's gonna be a fraction here. So I just need to take these numbers and plug them in correctly. y2 is 4, I plug it in. y1 is -2, I plug it in. Don't worry about the double negatives or anything like that and try to do that in your brain, just plug it in first. x2 is 3, x1 is 0. All right, now I can use my integer rules. 4 minus -2, that is 6, 3 minus 0, that is 3. Now we need to use the rules that we had from last week. We can't have 2 negatives, we must simplify, make sure it's improper, and one thing I didn't add that we probably should is, you know, as time goes, we'll get more funky numbers. We should not have any decimals ever in our slope, okay? So leave it just as a simplified fraction. So this should become 2 over 1 or 2. Doesn't really matter. I like to leave it as 2 over 1, but not the end of the world if you do not. All right, let's do another example of practicing this. Example B. 5, -2, 4, -3. Again, we're going to be putting this into our fraction, where we're subtracting up top and on bottom. I'm going to assign again. This is my x, that's my y, this is my x, that's my y, that's the first one, that's the first one, that's the second, that's the second. So I'm going to plug my numbers in from there. y2 goes here, that's -3, y1 is -2, goes here, x2 is 4, x1 is 5. And now let's just go through the calculations. -3 minus -2. So it's important that I know my integer rules here. It's only going to benefit me. This becomes -3 plus +2. So that gives me -1. 4 minus 5 is -1. I have 2 negatives. I cannot have that. That really is positives, or 1. Now, these are the examples that we did. Turned out to be a whole number, but they won't all work out that way. All right, that's really all I have. Good luck.